WGPR Detroit HD2.
You're watching WHPS, Highland Park, Detroit. The views and opinions expressed on the following show are not necessarily the views and opinions of WHPS, its affiliates, management, or sponsors.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Urban Review. And this show is brought to you by the Office of National Drug Control Policy, as well as the Center for Urban Youth and Family Development and the Coalition for Urban Youth and Family Development. And therefore, the thoughts and words and expressions expressed on this show might not necessarily be the thoughts and opinions of the Office of National Drug Control Policy or the White House, but they certainly are the thoughts and the opinions of the Center for Urban Youth and Family Development. Welcome this afternoon. This is a wonderful November afternoon, and we are approaching upon our wonderful Thanksgiving holiday. And here at the studio, we're enjoying some tea, and we're also having some tarts over there, and we're just getting ready, getting ourselves, our palates prepared for the Thanksgiving holiday and all of the wonderful delicacies that will be a part of that wonderful day. And as the Center for Urban Youth and Family Development has always done in the past, we're going to partner and collaborate with some of our partners around the city, and we will be able to do a food distribution this Saturday, November the 20th, beginning at 11 o'clock a.m. We have been blessed by Myers Food Store that has provided us with 100 turkeys. And we're in the process of gathering donations of other non-perishable goods, corn and green beans and macaroni and cheese and stuffing mix and yams and gravy and potatoes and the cranberry sauce and the gravy mix and all of the things that it takes to prepare a wonderful Thanksgiving meal. And we will be distributing that on Saturday from 11 o'clock a.m. until they run out. And that's going to be at 15827 Indiana Street. That's 15827 Indiana Street, the headquarters of the Center for Urban Youth and Family Development. And so just come on down, first come, first serve. And we will be distributing 100 turkeys thanks to Myers. We also want to give a shout out to the Home Depot that donated 100 boxes for us to fill with the turkeys and other non-perishable items such that we can distribute to the community 100 turkeys for Thanksgiving. And if you know someone that is in need, please direct them to our facility. Once again, that's 15827 Indiana, 15827 Indiana Street. That's right off of Wyoming and Puritan on Detroit's west side. And just come get in line, and we will be distributing those turkeys. So we look forward to having you out and making this a great event. So thank you once again to Myers, to Home Depot. We want to also acknowledge Urban Unity. And we really want to give a big shout out to Urban Unity because they are the organization that has really spearheaded this event and made it the wonderful event that it's going to be. And so we're just so excited to be working with them. And we're also going to be working, of course, with the wonderful men, my brothers of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity. And as you might notice today, I have on my Omega Psi Phi fraternity jacket because it is the day after our Founders Day, 110 years of existence. Omega Psi Phi was founded on Friday evening, November the 17th, 1911. Three Howard University undergraduate students, with the assistance of their faculty advisor, gave birth to the Omega Psi Phi fraternity. This event occurred in the office of biology professor Ernest E. Just, the faculty advisor in the Science Hall, also known as Thurkill Hall. The three liberal arts students were my brothers Edgar A. Love, Oscar J. Cooper, and Frank Coleman. And from the initials, the Greek phrase meaning friendship is essential to the soul, the name Omega Psi Phi was derived. The phrase was selected as the motto, and manhood, scholarship, perseverance, and uplift were adopted as the cardinal principles. A decision was made regarding the design for the pen and the emblem, and thus ended the first meeting of the Omega Psi Phi fraternity. And now 110 years later, here in 2021, the Omega Psi Phi fraternity is celebrated all across the continental United States, as well as in Europe and in Africa, and we have chapters throughout the world. So we are just very, very pleased to be celebrating 110 years of our anniversary, and this week happens to be our Achievement Week, and we've got various activities going on throughout the week. In fact, tonight or tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock a.m., we'll be doing a Zoom cardio with the Q's activity on Zoom. And if you have Zoom, all you've got to do is use meeting ID 859-6320-3272. Once again, that's 859-6320-3272. And then the passcode is the word workout, and it's spelled WORKOWT, the Omega way of saying out. So that's WORKOWT, the word workout, as the passcode, and you can do cardio with the Q's tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock a.m. And then on Saturday, the Omegas will be taking a walk from the historic Omega Mansion to the museum of the Charles H. Wright Museum of African American History. Brother Charles H. Wright is a member of, or was a member of, the Omega Psi Phi fraternity. He is, and he is now a part of Omega chapter as he is deceased. But the Charles H. Wright Museum of African American History stands as a monument to the work that he put in and perseverance that he had in developing an institution that would facilitate the history of the contributions of African Americans across America, and it is a phenomenal facility. And the Omegas are going to be walking from 235 East Ferry over to the Charles H. Wright Museum as a show of support, and they'll be making a wonderful financial contribution. And I'm going to take this moment to just give a shout out and ask you to please consider becoming a member of the Charles H. Wright Museum. It is a beautiful, beautiful facility. It stands as a monument to our history, to our heritage, and we need to support it as a community. It does receive corporate support. It does receive the support from Wayne County through the block grant program. But we, as citizens of the great city of Detroit, need to support it. In particular, us as African Americans, we need to support this institution and relish it and cherish it. It provides an educational beacon that supports the concept of diversity, equity, inclusion, and justice. And we as a community need to gather around and provide our support. Our family, my family, is a member of the Charles H. Wright Museum, and we ask that you participate as well. And then after the museum activity, there's going to be a Omega Psi Phi Founders Day virtual celebration, and it is going to start on Saturday from 6 p.m. to 8 o'clock p.m. And we will be having a wonderful celebration of our 110 years of community service and activity across the nation and across the globe. And we ask you to consider calling in. It's a virtual event. If you choose to make a donation, why, absolutely, well, the recommended amount is $40, but the event can be absolutely free for you. If you do not have $40 to contribute, that's okay. Come in on Zoom, and the meeting ID is 856-2604-2085. Once again, that's 856-2604-2085. And use passcode 128463. That's 128463. And come and be a part of the Omega Psi Phi Fraternity New Omega Chapter Founders Day virtual celebration. That's Saturday, November the 20th, this Saturday, from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock p.m. So come on out. We look forward to your participation. And we are really excited about this being the Omega Psi Phi 110th anniversary, this being our achievement week, and we are looking forward to having some wonderful experiences and some great times. So please feel free to come out and participate. Now, the month of November is National Lung Cancer Awareness Month. And today in particular, is the Great American Smokeout. That's right. Today is the day, the first day that you start quitting smoking. That's right. And if you drive down the Lodge Freeway, the electronic billboard there at Wyoming, you will see a wonderful, wonderful display. That billboard says, "Today is the day. Just quit smoking." And it has the number 1-800-QUIT-NOW, which is 1-800-784-8669. That's 1-800-784-8669. 784-8669. That's 1-800-QUIT-NOW. And you will be able to receive some assistance, some support, some resources to embark upon your journey of getting rid of smoking cigarettes. And please drive down the Lodge, take a look at our wonderful, wonderful billboard. We give thanks to the American Lung Association, the American Cancer Society, the Center for Urban Youth and Family Development, and our Coalition for Urban Youth and Family Development that are the sponsors for that billboard. And thank you to our social media firm, 2240 LLC, that does a tremendous job and was able to put this project together for us. And we are just truly thankful that we're having this opportunity right now. So remember that this is National Lung Cancer Awareness Month, and today is the Great American Smokeout. Also, this is National Veterans Month, and this is National Adoption Awareness Month. And so you know that the Center for Urban Youth and Family Development works very closely with the state of Michigan, the Department of Health and Human Services Child Services Division, to provide support and uplift for youth that are in and transitioning out of the Michigan foster care system. And obviously we work very closely with the adoption agencies, as many of those youth never have an opportunity to return to or reunite with their birth families, and therefore adoption becomes a real option. And so please consider adoption this month. Please consider becoming a foster parent, and there are many resources. You can go to www.adoptionnetwork.com, and you can find out all types of wonderful resources. You can also go to www.cuyfddetroit.org, and you will be able to find information about becoming a foster parent and the links to all of the agencies that provide those resources. So please consider that as an opportunity. We also are very excited about this month as far as it being the Michigan month for SINAR. And SINAR is when we have individuals going into the various stores, the various convenience stores and drug stores and liquor stores around and party stores around the city of Detroit, and doing the test to determine if they will sell tobacco products to underage individuals. And we are able to provide some training in that regard, and we also provide the warnings, noting that that is a state law to prohibit the sale of tobacco products to minors, and also to prohibit the sale of loose cigarettes. So we are very excited about this being the SINAR, and the Detroit Wayne Tobacco Free Coalition that meets monthly on the third Friday of the month is also working on a proposal to eliminate the sale of menthol products within the borders of the city of Detroit. And that is an activity that is being investigated. There's a strong coalition of individuals that are working. We know that the menthol that is placed in tobacco products was placed there to hide the horrible taste of tobacco. And we know that it has been directly marketed and targeted at the African American community. We know that 90% of menthol tobacco products are sold to African Americans in the black community. We know that those products were directly marketed and targeted to our community. We know that Big Tobacco has documented the fact that our community has been targeted and continues to target us with those products. And we know that it is harder to quit smoking if you smoke mentholated or flavored tobacco products versus non-flavored or non-menthol tobacco products. So we are working with various other communities across the nation to explore the elimination of the sale of menthol tobacco products. That's one of the big projects that we're working on. Another highlight just yesterday was the Michigan Prevention Association Burning Issues Conference, and we talked about some of the issues that are impacting substance abuse prevention across the state. One of those issues is the social communities or social environments that are being created in many of the downtown areas that allow and facilitate the sale of alcohol products, where people can walk around and utilize those products. Muskegon, Michigan is one of those locations, and we were fortunate enough to have one of the representatives from the Business Association in the conference to share with us some of the strategies and methodologies and processes that are being used to manage and control the distribution of alcohol products, to make sure that they're not being distributed to or sold to underage individuals. How are we managing crowd control? What are some of the processes that are in place for those issues? And we had also Lisa Coleman from the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services on, sharing her perspectives in regard to the management of prevention across the state. So we also talked about the various degrees of collaboration for coalitions, be they substance abuse prevention coalitions, community coalitions for nonviolence, and others. But there are one, isolation, where you're operating in a vacuum. Then there becomes mutual awareness, where you hear about other people that are interested in what you're talking about, and others are interested or hear about you. Then there's cooperation, where you start kind of cooperating together on some projects. Then there's collaboration, where you start working together on projects. Ultimately, there is partnership, and then a merger. And I would like to give a shout out to all of the people that and organizations that have collaborated with and were merged and worked with the Center for Urban Youth and Family Development. And that includes the Coalition for Healthy Youth and Families. That includes the Wayne County Coalition Collaborative. That includes the Love Detroit Youth Coalition. That includes the class agency that is Changing Lives and Staying Sober. There is the Action Coalition that we've worked with. There's the Youth Connection. There's the National Council on Alcohol and Drug Dependency Greater Detroit. There's the STEPS program, Strong Teens Excelling in Prevention. We have our Youth Advisory Council that are working with youth at Triumph Middle School. We've done surveys with the youth at Mumford Middle School and worked with their administrators. We've also worked with the Detroit Academy of Arts and Sciences, and it has been a tremendous, tremendous opportunity to provide prevention services to those entities. And I was shocked to learn at the conference that yours truly was named the 2021 Preventionist of the Year by the Michigan Prevention Association. I was truly shocked and flattered, and I want to officially say thank you and use this forum to provide a thank you on behalf of myself and my family and all of the organizations that I just named, including the Omega Psi Phi Fraternity, the Community Anti-Drug Coalitions of America, the Office of National Drug Control Policy, and SAMHSA, the Substance Abuse Mental Health Services Administration, for all of the support that I've been given over the years to position me where I could be considered and selected for such an auspicious and wonderful, wonderful award. So once again, thank you. I was kind of tongue-tied yesterday during the conference and really at a loss for words. And that's probably one of my fraternity brothers right now calling me to congratulate me and ask me about the show. So, and say Happy Founders Day. Yeah, it is. So I'm going to go to a commercial break right now while I enjoy this conversation. Thank you. And we'll be right back with Urban Review.
Meet Danny, high school senior, 17 years of age, all A student. Danny is just now finding out he scored 1,490 out of 1,600 on his SAT. Danny's friend decided to ask, "How did you do it?" Danny replied, "I believe every day is a test. To fail or succeed, you choose." The effects of vaping is the one test that Danny chose not to study for.
Vaping does not discriminate on who becomes addicted. Over 2 million high school students use some type of electronic cigarette device. The top tobacco companies also own vaping devices. The FDA found that vaping contains some of the same toxic chemicals as regular cigarettes that lead to cancer. So whether you smoke traditional cigarettes with tobacco or smoke electronic cigarettes using nicotine, your health is at risk. There's no safe way to smoke. For more information, contact the Center for Urban Youth and Family Development.
You will love your Avis Ford, because at Avis Ford, we make it easy to get you your no money down monthly payment right over the phone. We call it Shop by Phone, and it's the best way we know to get you your payment options fast. You want leather and a sunroof? How about an upgrade to all-wheel drive? Just give us a call. Shop online, shop by phone, or visit us at Telegraph at 12 Mile. Call 1-800-SHOP-FORD.
The Center for Urban Youth and Family Development is a nonprofit organization that focuses on preventing personal problems we believe are facilitated by being raised in a foster care environment, or remediating potential problems through education and information to the community. Our programs focus on 3 key areas: youth aging out of foster care, community action, and healthcare. Our programs are focused on young adults in the foster care system who are about to age out, those that have just aged out, and the community at large. The Center for Urban Youth and Family Development hosts a variety of services focusing on the needs of foster care youth throughout the community. We also work with numerous community coalitions in our effort to provide the best services for our clients and to help build stronger communities. We believe that a healthy mind and body are cornerstones to a healthy and prosperous community. The center also engages our community in mental health and wellness advocacy as well as suicide prevention. Fostered youth emerge from the foster care system vulnerable to substance abuse with little opportunity to obtain higher education or develop life skills. The Center for Urban Youth and Family Development empowers youth that are in and transitioning out of the foster care system to overcome the struggles and challenges by providing them substance abuse prevention, life skills training, and workforce development programs. Drawing from the life experiences of our founder, Mr. Marcel Arbuckle, we open the door to positive and productive life through education, health, and life skills development. For more information, you can visit our website at cuyfddetroit.org or check out our social media at cuyfddetroit.
The non-medical use of prescription drugs, including opioids, is a growing concern in our communities, affecting all ages, including our youth. If the medication wasn't prescribed to you or has expired, don't take it. If your name isn't on the bottle, it's not meant for you to swallow. Addiction is real, and lives are being ruined. Or worse yet, lost.
Visit preventiondetroit.org/opioids to find prescription Dropbox locations.
Welcome back to Urban Review. And we just want to quickly give a shout out to our friends over at Sachet Construction and give a thank you to them for the wonderful donation that they made to our foundation just earlier this month. We also want to once again remind you that this Saturday, November the 20th, beginning at 11 o'clock a.m., you can go by 15827 Indiana Street to pick up a food distribution. It'll be a box with turkey and the non-perishable items that will provide what you need, the resources to make a wonderful Thanksgiving dinner. Once again, that's 15827 Indiana, Detroit, right off of Wyoming and Puritan, 15827 Indiana Street in Detroit, beginning at 11 o'clock a.m. on Saturday, November the 20th. And as we come to a close and wrap up this show, first of all, I want to remind you of the thoughts of Nelson Mandela, that the poem he used every day to inspire himself. Out of the night that covers me, black as a pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods there be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud, and under the bludgeoning of chance, my head is bloody but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. For it matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishment the scroll, I am the captain of my fate and the master of my soul. And then don't forget to see it through, never give up, keep trying, persevere. When you're up against some trouble, meet it squarely face to face. Plant your feet, set your shoulders, lift your chin, and take a brace. And when the worst is bound to happen, in spite of all that you can do, remember you may fail, but you may conquer. See it through. Black may be the clouds about you, and your future may seem grim, but don't let your nerve desert you, and keep yourself in fighting trim. When it's veiled, to try and dodge it, in spite of all that you can do, remember running from it will not save you. See it through. Even hope may seem but futile when with troubles you'll be set. But remember, you're simply facing what other men have met. So if you fail, fall still fighting, don't give up whatever you do. Keep your eyes to the front, your head high to the finish, and see it through. Thank you for watching Urban Review.